If you want a great meal that's going to feed the entire family and make them happy, nothing beats my Texan pork rib. And I've got these beautiful pork ribs here, and you can tell they're Australian because they've got a bone in it. Any pork that's sold with a bone in it is guaranteed Australian. Now, this marinade or the Texan rub that I put on top of it is really delicious. It's nice and moist and will make sure that these pork ribs are fantastic. Now, I've got some chilli in the bottom of the bowl here. If you've got little kids, you might not want to put the chilli in it. Or if you want the pork ribs all to yourself, put plenty of chilli in it and the kids won't go near it. Now to that, I'll add some smoked paprika, about 2-3 tablespoons of that. A couple of cloves of garlic that's been chopped up nice and fine. Some cumin, about a tablespoon of cumin, and about a tablespoon of ground coriander. Now to sweeten it up, I've got some brown sugar. I love brown sugar, lots of caramel in there and lots of flavour. And it just makes those pork ribs even sweeter. Onion that's finely diced, about half an onion straight in there. And for liquid, I'm going to use a little bit of beer. You can use anything if you've got white wine or stock, but I find beer gives it a bit of fluffiness and I love the flavour of it. Also, honey, one of my favourite things. A good quarter of a cup of honey in there. That will sweeten it up even more. And for some heat, some Tabasco sauce. A few drops of that in there. That's really hot and really delicious. Now, all you need to do is just mix that around to make sure all of those ingredients are combined. This is a great little marinade that you can pop on the pork ribs the day before and let them soak all the way into it. But you know me, I'm hungry, I've got to get it going. The thing about pork ribs is the muscle in between the actual bones is the intercostal muscle. It does a lot of work, so you need to soften it nice and gently. So marinating it and cooking it nice and gently makes sure that it will be delicious and succulent the way it should be. Now just pour the marinade over the top of it and just with a spatula, make sure it's evenly spread. Now, I like to cover it up with some baking paper, a good sheet of that, and that helps to keep it nice and moist. So just pop that straight on the top there, and of course, some foil. Now, whether you cook this in an oven or in the barbecue, the trick is to cook it nice and low and slow for about 45 minutes to an hour at about 160 degrees Celsius. And then it's a matter of taking the baking paper and the foil off and enjoying your sweet, sticky ribs. So peel this off, pop it over the top, and that will allow these ribs to soften to perfection. Into the oven. These will be delicious. Look at that, nicely glazed, plenty of juice on there and plenty of moisture, which is really, really important. Now I'll just pick this up here and pop it onto the plate there. And all the liquid in the marinade becomes the sauce to make it even more delicious. So don't forget to have a little spoon handy on the side here and spoon some of that lovely sauce over the top of it. Looks fantastic. A little bit of spring onion to make it look even better, and then we have to try some of it. I'll just cut a little piece here. You can see it comes apart really, really easily. It's just gonna melt in the mouth. Why would I share this with the rest of the family?